Hello everyone. So I am back again after decades. I know I've been repeating the same statement in my previous videos as well, but yes, now I'm finally back. And you know why I just took a leave from uploading videos in YouTube is that I just had my third professional part one MBBS examinations. So I was very busy for preparing for that exam because I had to give my best, and. So I had just taken a temporary break. I don't know if that was temporary or not, but yes, at least I just wanted to share my feelings and the experiences that I had during the past 1.5 to 2 months, and what all I learned, and what all I am lagging in, and I'll share like my overall experience throughout this 2 months, and the majority of third year, as well as what is upcoming for me, that is the final year, which is the most dangerous year of these 5.5 years. So I'm really excited for final year as well, but also I'm afraid to some extent because I've seen my seniors study so hard all throughout the day, and they were panicking in the last moment as well. So it's hard. I'll tell you everything that I know about and whatever experience that I have faced to guide all the new bacha medicos who are coming into this medical fraternity, and I'm very happy that you all are joining this field, and you'll be contributing in this great profession. But yes, I also want to spread this message that people who don't have the power of memorization, or they think that medical is too easy and you people are coming just for the money and the grandeur that is spread throughout the like society about this medical field. It's not true. It's true to some extent. If you are a second generation doctor, it's very like you are blessed, but for a first generation doctor, it's hard. It's really hard, and you have to sacrifice a lot. You have to put in so much of hard work, and you have to be consistent throughout the year. Then only you'll be able to cope up during your professional examinations at the end of the year, and also for the upcoming exams like competitive exams like NEET PG, ENICET, or like the super specialization exams as well. So there's a lot more to go, and if you think कि MBBS करने के बाद ही you'll start earning like a decent amount of money, it's not going to happen because there are so many doctors graduating every year. Okay, so there's a huge competition, and you have to stay in track. You have to be disciplined. You have to have a proper routine and proper diet and dedication, so much sacrifices, so much of hard work, everything amalgamated together. Then only you'll be coming out to be a successful doctor and making a decent amount. Okay, so let's see what you people will learn in this video. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so starting with third year, now I think I have successfully completed third year because our results are not yet out, and today is 24th of April, and many colleges have not yet completed their examinations as well because the last date which is set by WBUHS is 30th of April. So yes, after that we'll get our results and we'll get to know how well we have covered third year or how well we have performed in our examinations, and after that our final year will be starting, and final year will be a hell of a journey. Let's see, I'm very excited though. In third year, we had mainly 4 subjects. That is, number 1 is ophthalmology or eye. Number 2 is ENT, that is otorhinolaryngology. And number 4 is ComMed, that is community medicine or CFM. And number 4 is FMT, that is forensic medicine and toxicology. Now, if you ask what was my favorite subject among the 4, there's like standing at this point of time, I think like I have a grasp over all the 4 subjects, like more or less. But community medicine is a very vast subject, and I'm telling you, you mark my words that you are not going to be, you will not be able to cover like like everything that is included in common, because community medicine is such a subject which is amalgamation of all the 19 subjects. Like it has everything, like something from every other subject. Okay, like it has something from anatomy, it has something from physiology, from biochemistry, from medicine, from surgery. Like everything is there included. Microbiology, pharmacology, everything is included in community medicine. Okay, so it's a very vast subject, and everybody is very afraid of the subject as well, because like the external or the person who is taking your viva or your intern examinations, your semesters, your teachers can ask anything that they want, and you can't tell that it is not included in the subject because everything is there, and you are expected to know everything, like at least something about each topic. So yes, you have to give a lot of time, a lot of hard work to memorize everything, and there are so many things like which is not directly linked to this medical stream, and you will feel so bored in studying that. Okay, there are so many schemes like ICDS, that is Integrated Child Development Services Scheme, and then we have JSSK, JSSY, and there is the mid-day meal program and Anime Mukh Bharat. You have to learn all the points, all the age groups for like giving the IF supplementation, that is iron folic acid supplementation, and you have to learn the quantities also. Like if to for pregnant mothers, the therapeutic dose is different, the prophylactic dose is different. For therapeutic, you have to give 2 doses, like 60 mg of elemental iron and 500 microgram of folic acid, which is red in color. The strips also, the color of the strips you have to memorize, and this has to be given twice daily, that is the therapeutic dose, and once daily, that is the prophylactic dose. For women in reproductive age group, which is consisting from 15 to 49 years of age, you have to give this same dose, but it has to be given weekly, and the color of the strip is again different. It's red, and the same thing has to be given to the adolescent girls as well, but the color of the strip is different, which is blue, and like this continues, and you have to memorize the schemes, like the provisions that are given to a person in the ICDS scheme. Everything is different for different age groups, and you have to memorize the doses. You have to memorize the treatment pro forma of malaria, tuberculosis, Kala-Azar, leprosy. You have to learn, like in microbiology in second year we have learned the difference between lepromatous and tuberculoid leprosy. But yes, now also you have the rabies, prophylactic dose, therapeutic dose, everything you have in community medicine. Okay, so if you think that microbiology second year mein khatam ho gaya, no baby, microbiology will be there in third year also in community medicine. So previously I used to hate because I didn't have the passion, or I didn't have the motivation to sit and read community medicine. But towards the end, when yes, I knew that I have to give my semester exams, I have to give my internals, I have to give viva in front of an external, and self-respect question aa jata hai wahan pe. So yes, I began studying, and slowly and gradually I revised. When I read a thing multiple times, it used to go inside my head. Also, yeah, in nutrition, I remember you have to memorize the how much protein is there in food, in a pulse, how much fat is there, how much carbohydrate is there. Also, yes, for a pregnant mother, how much calorie you have to eat in excess. There should be a weight gain of at least 9 to 11 kgs in during pregnancy, and also the calorie intake should be increased by 350 kilocalorie, and carbohydrate should be increased by this much percentage. Vitamin A also should be increased, folic acid should be increased, iron should be increased, iodine should be increased. Everything, like the demand goes up, right, during pregnancy. So you have to remember the values. That's the most difficult part of this subject. Like 30 mg, 40 mg iron, okay, before for a normal individual and for a pregnant mother. And what are the different healthcare community chapter. You have to learn what are the different helpers, like the mask, the workers who are working for the community, like the ASHA workers, the ANMs, the Anganwadi workers, the multipurpose workers. Okay, so and their functions as well. For example, ASHA, वो उसके पास क्या क्या रहता है, वो क्या क्या सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करती है, ठीक है, हाउ मच इंसेंटिव्स दे गेट फॉर इंस्टीट्यूशनल डेलीवरी, हाउ मच इंसेंटिव इज प्रोवाइडेड टू द प्रेग्नेंट मदर फॉर एन इंस्टीट्यूशनल डेलीवरी, एंड चलता रहता है. देर आर many things in community medicine. Okay, but finally when you get a grasp and you revise the things properly, like 1 to 2 times, you'll get to know what is included in the subject, and finally you will gain confidence. So उतना भी बुरा नहीं है, but वाइवा के टाइम you'll get to know कि हाँ सच में बुरा है, ठीक है. So but हो जाएगा तुम्हारा. फिर then comes FMT, forensic medicine, toxicology. Forensic medicine part is very nice, it's very beautiful, but when it comes to toxicology, it is toxic. I'm telling you, it is really toxic, because इतना सारा you have to learn, and you have to memorize everything, like the doses, what is the fatal dose, what are the active principles, what is the function, how the toxin is killing a person or a cattle, what are the cattle poisons, what are the arrow poisons, how you have to treat like the ingredients that is given in gastric lavage. And toxicology is toxic, I'm telling you, but हो जाएगा. Like if you do, आई रिकमेंड दैट FMT में टॉक्सिकोलॉजी को एकदम लास्ट में याद करना, क्योंकि वो याद करके वॉमिट करके आ जाओगे तो देयर विल बी नो प्रॉब्लम. बट अगर यू थिंक दैट यू विल डू टॉक्सिकोलॉजी फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर एंड यू एक्सपेक्ट दैट यू विल रिमेंबर देम ड्यूरिंग एन एग्जाम्स एट द एंड, no, it's not going to happen. It's just a mere waste of time. So I'll recommend that while doing toxicology, you do just before your exams. Okay, but make sure that you're allotting proper time so that you can learn that efficiently. Okay. So that's about forensic medicine. But forensic medicine, other parts like hanging, asphyxia, drowning, postmortem science, and injury, and the legal sections, medical jurisprudence, sexual jurisprudence, these are like very nice. Like मेरे को तो बहुत अच्छा लगा था. So forensic medicine हो जाएगा, और बाकी सब्जेक्ट सभी हो जाएगा except community medicine. Okay. ENT was great. It was great just because of Manisha ma'am, the Marrow faculty. She is the best teacher. Like her teaching it was so great. Like it was great. Like I loved, like between the 4 subjects, I loved her teaching the most. Okay, like in third year. Okay, so coming to ophthalmology, it's also a very great subject. Like the instruments in ENT and ophthalmology, you have to learn the instruments as well. Instruments, what are the parts of the instruments, what is the name of that instrument, in which operation or in which surgery it is used. You have to learn everything in detail about all the operations, the instruments which will be given to you during exams, and like operative procedures and the steps that you are going to do, and the complications, the indications, the contraindications, everything you have to learn by heart. Okay, for example, in tonsillectomy, in adenoidectomy, in chronic squamous otitis media, in chronic mucosal otitis media. Okay, so these are the variations in ENT. And in case of eye, the cataract surgery is the most important thing. SICS though is important, but उससे ज़्यादा important is SICS is the most important. Phacoemulsion secretion is also important. So SICS is a small incision cataract surgery. There you have to learn all the procedures, all the possible incisions that you can make to like deliver out the nucleus from the capsule, by making what kind of incision that you will give, the linear incision, the continuous curvilinear capsular access, the instruments that are used to make those incisions, and like the openings to deliver out the nucleus, to like clear out the cortical matter after taking out the nucleus, the simcoe-irrigation, aspiration, bivacannula, everything you have to learn by heart. Okay, so cataract surgery is the most important, and also for short cases we have pterygium, calicium, and subconjunctival hemorrhage, and there are many other things. So ENT, these are interesting. FMT, the forensic medicine part, is also interesting. Toxicology is just memorization, and community medicine, though if you like, it's well and good. If you don't, it's going to be hard. Okay, and majority of people don't like community medicine. I haven't seen any of my friends who is willingly telling that okay, I love community medicine, this is a great subject. So this was all about third year, like the 4 subjects that we had, and just a brief overview about what we had to study. Now coming to the last 1.5 to 2 months that we had to study rigorously day and night without just taking a break. And also I am hostelite and I have to stay away from home, and there are like the pros and cons associated with staying away from home in a hostel all alone. You have to wash your clothes alone. You have to make sure that you are getting enough food and enough nutrition, enough water. You are taking proper care of your health and hygiene, and you have to sleep adequately. You have to keep yourself hydrated, and proper nutritious food. And yes, you are solely responsible for your own existence, your own health, your mental well-being, and your physical well-being, and everything. Like, you are responsible solely. So yes, it's a difficult part. Staying away from home is itself a difficult part.
So this is all about third year. Part 2 is coming up in a short while. In the next part, I'll tell you about how I stayed in hostel and managed to cope up with my studies. So stay tuned and shower as much love as possible. We'll be right back after a short while. Bye.